Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Bears going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Winner. This is Mark Ingram trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go.
And the back goes into motion. Brissett now on second down. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. In motion, Gronkowski. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. On play action, Brissett. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. They run for it with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a gain of 3. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
And now it's a 3rd and 4 situation for the offense. Halfback sent in motion. We're set from the gun on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Looking sideline, incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Back to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Now that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
And a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Ten yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Play fake, Brissett. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Edelman, the motion man right. They'll run here with Ingram. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And again, it's Ingram. Ingram churning. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Now Marshall. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard at the 12-yard line. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Pulled in at the 24. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Second down, Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Second down following the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a third down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us wanted to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Ingram again. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of...
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all... Do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Let's round!
Brissett now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
This is Marshall. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Vikings on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he comes back with one complete. First down and goal to go from the 7. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And here's Marshall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Keith Marshall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On second down, Ingram. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. They go play action here on first down. Muscling free near the 40. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning. On first and 10, Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A second down throw for Brissett. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. If you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. Nothing. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Hoffman over the middle. Julian Edelman. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Off the play fake. Hoffman. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Off play action. Hoffman letting one go deep here for Gronk. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On the run, it's Kelly. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On third down, Hoffman. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Detroit!
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start by running the option to the right. Able to spin free. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Second down following the run.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Leggett the target there, and it's third and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Vikings on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Here's Marquette King now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean their magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
And the play clock's running down. Off the play fake. Hoffman forced out to his left. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9.
All right, now, look at 56. Set. Blue, landing. Leopard, gun. Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Kelly stripped. The ball is free. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They'll run with Marshall. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Give him 30 yards there.
Really good recognition of the offensive line of the blitz. They picked it up, allowed for more time to throw the ball deep downfield, and a big-time completion.
In the red zone this time. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Keith Marshall, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. No, check. Patriot.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hoffman. It's complete. Fleener, right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Detroit! Here we go!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1, and that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll hand it off to Kelly. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Back to throw. Hoffman. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 56 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great, but you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big 3rd down.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3 points. They're on the board, but it took them 3 trips to the red zone just to get 1 field goal.
So on the defensive side of the ball, you feel great about yourselves. Guess what? 3 times and you only came out with 3 points. But on the offensive side, you have to finally feel a little bit of relief that you got some points on the board.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They give to Burton, the fullback. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's a nice gain by him on 1st down, picking up some key yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The Vikings on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Green, 39!
They'll run for it with Marshall. And some space here. 15 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Minnesota first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him done.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
The Bears on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is third down and 12. Looking to throw. Hoffman. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big 30-yard play on third. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. Now a handoff looking right. And he's got room. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. That good for 19 at a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kamale Correa. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here we go now. Blue line it.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. This is taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the back goes into motion. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hoffman on the slant. He gets it to Gronkowski. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Kelly. A great effort there to shed the contact. And it helps them pick up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Back to throw. Hoffman steps away to his left. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And that is incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw would turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Off play action. Hoffman. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Operating from the gun. Hoffman. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Tremaine Brock. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Forced out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 1st down, Hoffman. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
To throw again, Hoffman. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Let's go! Gone! 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 Let's go, D. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56 now, Barney. Barney. Here we go now. Left guy not Philly. Here we go. Set. Green. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The motion man here, Flainer. Off the play fake. Hoffman. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Brandon Copeland in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They'll start out here with the option left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. It's a quarterback sneak, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Throwing on 3rd and long. Hoffman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why